welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another one of my videos. If you're new, hello, my name's Nicolle. I do a bunch of makeup videos. I do other stuff too. Love baking, love cooking, love doing a bunch of fun stuff. Say something else there. And I also have a vlogging channel if you're interested. It's in the description box. So yeah, I do vlogs. If you want to check them out, go for it. But yeah, I'm not going to ramble too much. This look had a little bit of a green cut crease moment. I felt like the blue, the green, and it is an inspired look. I got this look from Dan Beaumont. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Probably am. Yeah, the look is inspired by her. She's gorgeous. Absolutely love the combo. Yeah, the look is inspired by her and it's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I loved it, and I was just like, I want to have my green moment too, you know? So I did this, and you guys, I haven't said it on my YouTube channel, but I finally got the Louise Base in my shade. So I am using the Louise Base. This is what's on the center of the little eye. I used it throughout. It's bomb. I loved it. I'm in love with it. So worth the wait. And using other shades to cover up what else I do. But you know, I'm not going to ramble too much, so let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, we're going to start with brows today. I don't really do my brows on camera, but I decided to show you how I get my fluffy laminated brow look. I think I've mastered my own technique thing that I do with the products I have currently. And I just use regular soap with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I just kind of like scrub-a-dub-dub it onto the spoolie. And then I flatten my brows with my finger. I don't do it with a brush or anything else, I just do it with my finger, and I do it several times to get that desired effect. And for the brows, I'm going to use the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate Mousse. You know the drill. I go under the brow and just carve out the bottom, and then for the fluffy look, I kind of just do upward strokes, and that sounds a bit weird. Have a little dancer moment. I was listening to Halloween music, I think. You know, night before Christmas, this is Halloween. Anyway, back to the video. I use the spoolie again to brush it upwards, and it does get a bit messy. There's like color everywhere, so I go back with the micro brow pencil, fill in some gaps, and then what I do to clean it up so that the soap and the color isn't on my skin and it's sharp and it's clean. I use the micellar water by Bioderma and just an angled brush to clean around it, and that's my little trick if you use a brush and it gets everywhere, you know. Then I use the Revolution Ultra Cream Contour palette, and I just use the concealer to kind of like carve the top of my brow because it's a little bit difficult to get there with foundation. And now for the start of the show, I'm using the Louise Base, and it's finally in my shade. It's in the shade 0.5. Well, I mean, it's not exactly my skin tone shade, but it just works to brighten and to cut the crease and for it to look amazing. So I'm very excited. Super hyped. Best purchase ever. Honestly, so worth it. But I had to pack on the color, and as you can tell, I'm just carving my brow because it's a bold look. I'm carving under my brow, packing on the color. I take my bloody time doing the base because you need to make sure it's pretty darn good, especially if it's gonna, you know, you're gonna see it. There's gonna be the base color peeking through, so if you will. To make it a little bit more seamless, I use a fluffy brush. I think it's the E27 brush, I'm not sure, by Morphe, and I just blend the edges out, but to set under my brow so there's no color that falls under my brow and it looks a bit funky, I use the Warrior 2 palette in that bone shade to set just under my brow. Next, for the only palette that I will be using for this look, well, yeah, aside from the bone shade, is the Morphe 35B, the Color Burst Palette, you guys, palette. And I just grabbed that green shade and a very, very tiny and dense pencil brush, also by Morphe, and I kind of just pack the shades on in that kind of shape and then start blending it with a kind of like a teal seafoam type of color. I don't know how to describe this color. But yeah, I just start blending that out, pack the color, and then I start going into fluffier brushes. So this is a tapered pencil brush, and it starts blending things a little bit more seamlessly. And then with the fluffy brush that I'm using, this is also by Morphe. I always forget the name of this brush, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just use that fluffy brush to blend everything out on some brow, if you will. Just blending, and trying to, like, you know, blend the outer corner a little bit more because it was a bit stark, so I wanted it to be seamless. And then for the crease, I use the Vaseline trick with the cosmetic applicator. You could use a cotton bud. A brush would work best, but I don't know why I didn't use it. You know, Nicolle? But yeah, I just cut the crease with that and leave it absolutely blank for my desired cut crease. And I just continue doing it. To be fair, I take my time doing this because it's difficult. Not gonna lie, you have to go back and forth. It's easier if you have a mirror on the back, like, you know, on the back essentially, and then you have a handheld mirror so you go back and forth and see if it's even. But yeah, take your sweet time doing this, blend the edges out, make sure the color's packed right on the cut crease, like right on the border, and if it's not bold enough you can grab an angled liner brush and go in again with the color. But yeah, you know, standard. Cut in the crease again with P. Louise Base, tapping first and then dragging it out. That's kind of like the technique I do. Tap closest to the line and then drag out everything else. And to set it, the same bone shade from the Warrior 2 palette. This shade's amazing. I feel like everyone needs this palette. If I could recommend any palette in my life, it would be this one. Then for the blue liner, I just grabbed this navy shade, and I thought it was going to be darker, I'm not going to lie, but it still turned out nice. I would have darkened it, I should have darkened it with a little bit more black, but I feel like this happened because the base was so light, and yeah, I should have darkened it a little bit more, because it turned out to be like quite like blue, just normal blue, not navy blue, you know, that darkness that we desired. We didn't really get that, but that's fine. I packed on the color again, and I was liking it anyway, so I packed it with the tapered, penciled, fluffy brush thingy that I used from BH Cosmetics, and then I put some Vaseline right next to my eye. I kind of cried at how hard I was tugging my eye. I would recommend something like a makeup wipe, but I don't really like recommending makeup wipes because they're not good for the environment, so yeah, I just used Vaseline and wiped everything off. And then the standard, curling your eyelashes and applying mascara. This is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. I'm still, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'm still a bit 50-50 about it because it doesn't hold the curl and it flakes a little bit. So I'm still on the hunt for the perfect non-waterproof mascara so I could wear every day, because my eyes water a lot. They don't hold a curl, and you know, I need to, you know, look for good mascara. But yeah, I did my face off camera, as you could see there. And then essentially what I did for my under eyes is I dragged the P. Louise Base under my eyes, on the lash line, and then set it with the bone shade, not with clear powder, like the one that I usually use. It's the RCMA powder, the one that I use on my face. But I used the bone shade, that's very important, and that's how I got the shade from the crease, from the lid, to match the under eyes, because my concealer is a bit darker than that, so yeah, that's how you kind of like blend the whole thing and make it a little bit more seamless. I used a black liner on my waterline. This is a BH Cosmetics Power Pencil, it's just in the shade black, standard, waterproof, highly recommend. Mascara on the lower lashes, and then for lips I used the Morphe Frenchie lip liner, and then the Dior lip maximizer in the shade 13. I think it's something like Sunrise something, I don't know. And then from a little ombre trick, when it's like not light enough, I feel like this is like needs to be said. I do grab a little bit of concealer, just a tiny bit, and blend it out with my finger over the gloss, and then just kind of like that's what I do. And basically this is it. I just went back and forth perfecting this look, put some study spray, fanned myself to death, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!